rifleman Henry Logan and Kieran Warner. Sawyer Snyder carrying the West Virginia flag. Alex Gregory carrying the Winfield flag. And the color guard commander, American flag carrier, is Chloe Curtis.
Good evening and welcome out to Putnam County in West Virginia. We're here at Winfield for tonight's homecoming matchup for the Generals with the Logan Wildcats. Adam Rogers, Will Vance, happy to have you with us here this evening as we get set for a matchup between two and two teams on the season. Two teams that are very similar. We'll talk a little bit more about these two teams when we return right after this on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media.
Hi, I'm Xavier Bosley, and I'm from Charleston, West Virginia. And when I'm back home, you can catch me at my local Par-Mar store.
We have that gold and blue pride at Par-Mar stores. Download the Par-Mar stores app and sign up for our rewards cards for even more savings. West Virginia, Kentucky, Ohio, Maryland, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. From gas to groceries, you'll find what you need at Par-Mar stores.
If there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hurricane is built a little differently than other dealerships on things like a smile and a handshake. That's because Gene and Ryan built their business the old-fashioned way by making friends. There are no gimmicks or games at Walker, just honest, fair deals, and the huge inventory in both new and pre-owned doesn't hurt either. So when you're ready for your next vehicle, make that short 20-minute drive from Charleston or Huntington to Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Just off the Hurricane exit of I-64, Walker Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, making friends one deal at a time.
Tony the tailor is well known to have the best suits, jackets, and pants anywhere. But our strength is actually our sophisticated casual and sportswear. From Brax pants and Emmanuel Berg sports shirts, Cole Haan and DiBianco shoes, Left Coast tees, and Mac jeans. Johnny O Sportswear, and Len Belts, we have what you need to look your best at work or at play. Tony the Tailor, downtown Charleston, or online at bestmastertailor.com.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home.
There that I don't have a number for.
Serving the area one truck at a time for over 60 years, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is in your neighborhood each and every day, working to keep your family warm and comfortable. With cooler days ahead and winter right around the corner, now's the time to schedule your home HVAC system tune-up and preventive maintenance. If you need a new system and received a quote from another company, give Mullen a chance to take a second look. Right now, we're offering 0% financing on a new Ream home system and includes a 10-year worry-free warranty. Remember, Mullen Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Call or visit us online today to schedule your appointment at mullenplumbing.com.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Winfield, West Virginia on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network, powered by HD Media. The Wildcats of Logan have won the opening toss and have elected to defer until the second half as we get ready to start this one. It's I believe it's still a Cardinal Conference matchup this year. Logan leaving the Cardinal Conference, though, as it dropped down, or rather stayed in Class AA. Meanwhile, the Winfield Generals and a handful of other teams in the Cardinal Conference moved up to Class AAA. Wildcats come into this one number 13 in Class AA with their 2-2 record on the season, alternating losses and wins on the year so far. A season opening loss against rival Man, the Hillbillies winning 13-7 there, then a win for the Wildcats over Sissonville in dominant fashion. Then a tight loss to Tug Valley, the number one team in Class Single A. Tug Valley winning that one 13-6. And then a 1-point win last week for the Wildcats at home against Poca, 28-27. For the Generals today, they come into tonight 2-2 on the season as well after a 9-3 campaign last year. They have alternated wins and losses on the season. A 48-0 blowout to start the year on the road at Lincoln County. And then tight wins and losses the rest of the way as we're underway. And this one, we'll get to that in just a moment, as it's a nice return for the Generals to begin this one. As we'll bring it up into Logan territory. Aiden Tate on the return for the Generals there. And he will bring it across the 50, and they will mark him down at the 47. So great starting field position for this Winfield offense. As I mentioned, have traded back wins and losses on the season. A 29-15 loss against Herbert Hoover. A close game there until 2 touchdowns late by the Huskies in that one. Then a 2-touchdown win against Chapmanville in their home opener 2 weeks ago, as Easton Pinkerton throws a pass out into the flat to the near side, caught by Gannon Boggs. That's actually his first reception of the season. Actually, I think that might go down as a rush if it was a backward throw.
I think it might, actually.
So, yeah, call it a rush for Gannon Boggs. No gain on that carry. 2nd and 10 from the 47. After that 2-touchdown win over Chapmanville to start the home season for the Generals, it was a loss on the road against a Wayne Pioneer team who we've seen earlier this season. It was a 26-14 loss for the Generals, as Easton Pinkerton will keep it himself, trying to bounce it out wide to the outside, but he is slung down. And on the tackle there is Kieran Tolliver, the senior linebacker, makes the stop in the backfield. Back at the 49-yard line, a 2-yard loss on that run by Pinkerton will bring up 3rd and 12 for the Generals offense on this opening possession of the game.
And with the field position that they were able to get on that kickoff, you'd really hate to have to punt it away here. So definitely an offense that can move the ball through the air. Let's see what they choose to do here.
Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our Media Center crew, happy to have you with us this evening on High School Game Day on the RSN Sports Network. Jet sweep, ball is bobbled, but able to be retained by Trey Tanner. Tanner taken off down the near sideline after he got the edge. Is not going to get enough of the edge, though, to get the first down. He's going to come up a few yards shy stopped out at the 41-yard line. Give him 8 yards on that pickup, but needed 12, so that'll set up 4th and a long 4, and the Generals offense going to stay out there and go for it here.
Yeah, definitely the type of a field position after getting that gain there to go ahead and trust your offense.
Pinkerton in the back, or in the shotgun currently. He'll shift Gannon Boggs and Landon Hill. Hill now standing behind Pinkerton. Boggs to his right. Receiver up to the top is Trey Tanner. To the near side is Aiden Martinez. 4th and 4 for the Generals on the opening drive. Pinkerton rolls to his right, surveys the field, has a man downfield, but now he's going to tuck it and run with it. Breaks out of one tackle, but he won't get past the second defender. Coming up with the sack there for that Wildcat defense, number 64, Jackson Mullins.
He got a good handle on that quarterback and made sure he wasn't going to get out of his grasp there. Good tackle to go ahead and shut down that offense. To give now your team is starting their first drive with pretty good field position too.
1st and 10 now for this Wildcat offense from their own 44-yard line. And in at quarterback is number 20, Brody Belcher. That's right, I said number 20 at quarterback. He's the 3rd different quarterback that the Wildcats have turned to so far here in the first part of the season. A handoff this time starts it off with Gavin Abraham. A first down rumble for him into Generals territory, brought down near the 40 at the 41. Great first down run there for Abraham. They go from the 41 of their own side of the field to the Generals 41. A nice 18-yard pickup there for Abraham. 1st and 10 handoff goes to Abraham again, this time off the left side, and Abraham is going to be bottled up relatively quickly there by the Generals defense this time. They say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you, and no shame shall become to us today, at least yet.
Yeah, good job there to toughen up after giving up a kind of a play that puts in your back foot as you get this drive started.
2nd and 10 now for the Wildcats in their white helmets, white jerseys, and those blue pants. Generals in the green lids with the green jerseys and the black pants tonight. Toss to the near side is to Abraham again. Nice cut back up the middle. Abraham has the first down and then some. Gets brought down just outside the red zone at the 22. A 19-yard run that time for this Wildcat offense. 2 big plays and 3 plays run for this Wildcat offense gives them another first down. This is a Wildcat offense, again, that's on their 3rd quarterback this season. Brody Belcher, the freshman, with a handoff on a jet sweep here goes to Lucas Lambert. And he is going to be strung out wide and stopped for a loss. They're going to mark him down back at the 24-yard line. 2-yard loss will set up 2nd and 12.
Neither team really has had much success finding the edge so far. Most of the runs have been successful in right up the middle, namely Abraham and his 3 carries for 37 yards so far.
2nd and 10, low snap, able to be controlled, though, by the quarterback, Belcher. He'll take off and run with it, pick up those 2 yards lost back, and then some, as he'll get down to the 20, give him 4. That will set up 3rd down and 8 now for this Wildcat offense. First 3rd down of the game for the Wildcats. Picked up 2 first downs in their first 3 plays. And
this could be 4-down territory depending on how well they trust their kicker right here at the right at the 20.
Just inside the red zone, a 3rd and 8 on the way for the Wildcats. Belcher sends a man in motion, and a flag comes out. This one more than likely a false start. Pass is caught over the middle of the field, and he's going to run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Lucas Lambert with the score, but again, I think this one's coming back. It looked like Gavin Abraham took off just a step too early. Well, they're going to give him for an illegal shift, not a false start, but same difference there, as that negates the touchdown for the Wildcats. Take the 6 off the board, and it'll set up 3rd and long now for Logan. Still scoreless in our opening quarter of play. First offensive possession for the Wildcats. After the Generals had a great kickoff return to start the game, they were unable to do anything after a 4th down stop by the Wildcat defense. Wildcat offense now facing a 3rd and 12 after the penalty. Really should be 3rd and 13 here, rather. The back of the 25. It was a 5-yard penalty from the 20. Snap comes back to Belcher. He's going to roll to his right, steps up in the pocket, and he's going to be almost brought down. Somehow stayed on his feet, but then finally is dropped at the line of scrimmage. Coming in to make that stop for the Generals defense, Carson Samples, as well as Aiden Douglas. That'll bring up 4th and 13 now for the Wildcats. And, Will, you're right, it is 4th down territory for this Logan offense. General fan base starting to make some noise. The music trying to pump them up on this near sideline. 4th and 13. Belcher drops back to pass. Under some pressure, going to escape the pocket, but not get very far. Ball's on the ground, and the Generals recover. Jumping on top of the football for the Generals is Aiden Douglas, number 54. But it was big number 62, Jacob Kimball, the senior, getting to the quarterback for the sack. And the Generals get the football back with a 4th down stomp of their own.
Yeah, tough play there for the freshman quarterback, trying to create something, but just doesn't do a good job with ball security. Needs to get into the habit of tucking in when he starts to really take off like that and stop looking downfield. But, basically the same position. They would have lost it anyway, so not a terrible decision.
It was a 5-yard sack and then fumble, so after the turnover on downs, 1st and 10 from the 30 for the Generals. A nice 4-yard run there for Landon Hill, the senior fullback. Sets up 2nd and 6 after he went over top of the defender trying to grab him around the ankles. The two teams very similar at this point in the season here in week number 5. But again, both 2-2 coming into today's matchup, trading wins and losses. Both teams' offensive numbers similar as well. The offense has struggled mightily in their losses, failing to get but a few first downs in the second half of each of the last few games, or in those losses for either side. After a short run there for the Generals of, well, actually, they're going to say it's a loss of 1 back to the 33-yard line. And helmet of Gannon Boggs came off there on the play, so he had to leave the field, and he is replaced. So Generals will make a couple of other substitutions and get ready for this 3rd and 7. Big difference, though, between these two teams. And if you were to do the blind eye test on these two teams, the biggest difference is that you look at Team A and Team B, one is older than the other. As a pass attempt from Easton Pinkerton is knocked out of the air by Jack Ball. Defensive tackle doing a great job of getting those mitts up in the air on the pressure and forces the incompletion, and will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, this defensive line from Logan so far is really controlling this game. 2 sacks, the forced fumble, batted ball right there. Winfield really hasn't been able to get anything going, and here on 4th down. And
you really hate seeing this right there. You see on your screen Easton Pinkerton, the quarterback, coming up hobbling a little bit there after that last play. 4th and 7 on the way for the Generals. They might just let this play clock run all the way down and then call a timeout. They're going to not let it run all the way down, but they are going to call a timeout here.
Yeah, Pinkerton definitely coming off with
definitely not feeling great right now. He's going to be seen to, I'm sure, by the training staff. Timeout taken with 5:45 to go in the opening quarter. Still scoreless between the Generals and the Wildcats. It's a 4th down decision for Winfield coming up when we return right after this on High School Game Day.
I'm Chris Miller, and I'm proud to sponsor productions like this one that showcase the best of this great state. School pride runs deep here. Friday night lights, crowded gyms, packed auditoriums. It's what makes this such a great place to live and work. So be true to your school. And at Dutch Miller Auto, we're there with you. Because when we build on our young people, everybody wins. I'm proud to lead the way as we bring out the best in West Virginia. I'm Chris Miller, and enjoy the game.
Randy?
Back here at Winfield High School, Adam Rogers, Will Vance, our media center crew, happy to have you with us here this evening. Again, Easton Pinkerton came out of that last play a little injured there. They decide to take a timeout, talk this one over, and even potentially give Easton Pinkerton a little bit of time to kind of work that out. He is going to return out to the field now with the offense here on 4th and 7. Jared Miller is the punter, but they will line up in an offensive set here. Pinkerton in the shotgun. 4th and 7, snap high, but he's able to pull it down. Throws across the middle, passes tipped and just off the hands of number 80. That is Drew Mann, the junior. So he'll occasionally switch numbers tonight. He'll wear number 80 when he's lining up as a wide receiver, and then he'll wear number 58 when he lines up as an offensive lineman, a tight end wide receiver, if you will, for number 80. But he'll wear 58 when he lines up there on the offensive line. Because when I got the statistics originally from Coach Smolder, I was like, how in the world is it that number 58, an offensive lineman, has 3 catches for 30 yards? Unless they're reporting him as an eligible tight end, which would be sweet. But I was like, that's kind of interesting. Then we get here today, find out he wears number 80 when he swaps over on to catch the ball. So handoff here goes to the Wildcats, number 4, Gavin Abraham. Short pickup there of 2 will bring up 2nd and 8.
So far, Abraham accounts for virtually all the offense in this game combined. 4 carries, 39 yards, and that's virtually all of Logan's stats so far here on their second possession.
Belcher drops back to throw, and he is sacked. Coming up with it is the nose guard, Jake Walker, the junior. Sniffed that out, blew past his blocker, got back there for the sack. All the way back to the 37-yard line. 5-yard sack will bring up 3rd and 14. Belcher in the shotgun will shift a man in the backfield, Braxton Wolford. And now a timeout requested and granted to Logan. 1 timeout each way. 4:30 to go in the first half. Still scoreless in this one. 3rd down decision coming up for the Wildcats. We'll return right after this on High School Game Day.
It's that time of year again when things start to cool down. But here at Yes Chevy and Yes Ford, the deals are exciting. I'm Keith Powell, and I want to help you lower your current monthly payment, have a down payment that's just $99, and get a lifetime warranty with fast and easy credit approval. That's right, don't freeze up over huge down payments. You can ride away for just $99 today. Get pre-approved at KeithSaysYes.com. Only at Yes Chevy in Hurricane and Yes Ford in Huntington.
CJU is a great company to work for. We've been around for 78 years. We are an underground utility construction company all across the East Coast. We are rapidly growing, and we're seeing a huge growth in this market, a huge need for employees. We are always looking for those that are experienced, those that are trying to get their foot in the door. We have positions for everybody. We offer competitive pay. We offer competitive benefits. We take pride in having a family atmosphere at CJU's, and it's truly just a family company.
3rd and 14, Belcher scrambles, is able to get out of the pressure there, but is only able to get 4 yards and get back to the original line of scrimmage. 4th and 10 on the way for the Wildcats, and in a 4-down situation for them once more.
Yeah, just in that area of the field where it punches doesn't make sense even if you really trust your punters.
Unless you pooch punt it. You could pooch punt it, but that's a bit of a risk depending on how good your quarterback's leg is.
Yeah, unless you're very prepared for that, you don't want to throw that at your quarterback, but who knows if they practice it or not. But it looks like
I don't know if you really want to throw a pooch punt on your freshman quarterback.
But I was expecting an honest effort here to try to go to that wide side with the receivers, try to find the receiver he trusts the most.
4th and 10, they'll shift it back from left to right, then back to left. Belcher under heavy duress, throws a screen pass that's caught by the back, Abraham. Abraham going to get across the 30, but that's where he stopped. Generals defense comes up with another 4th down stop. This time it's Aiden Tate, the sophomore cornerback. So again, 2nd turnover on downs by the Wildcats to start this game in their first 2 possessions. And it's 1st and 10 for the Generals. They'll call it at the 29-yard line. That should be a 6-yard gain on that last run, but again, or that last reception rather, by Abraham, but still well shy of the yardage needed to get the 1st down. So again, fresh set of downs for the Generals offense now as Easton Pinkerton back out. in the shotgun formation. It's going to be a quarterback power off the left side. Looking for a hole. He dances his way up across to the 35-yard line, maybe the 36, depending on where they give him his forward progress. But good opening run there for Easton Pinkerton.
Winfield definitely needs something to get working on offense. Virtually less than 10 yards so far. The total offense for Winfield here, so definitely need to find some way to move the ball.
Jet sweep here goes again, and Boggs. Boggs with a first down run is going to be slung down near the far sideline around the 45. That's a first down run for the Generals. First down of the game for Winfield. Again, had that great kickoff return to start the game, got into Logan territory at the 41 and then just couldn't go anywhere on that opening possession. Already off to a better start here on possession number 2 with a first down. First and 10 from their own 45-yard line. Boggs flips to the left side of Pinkerton in the shotgun. 2 receivers to each side of the formation. Pinkerton going to roll to the left, little option look. Pinkerton going to keep it himself, and he was brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. Coming up with a stop there is the defensive end, Landon Moore. Bring up 2nd and 10 after that rush by Easton Pinkerton. This is a Generals offense that loves to run the football. That's been a hallmark of head coach Eddie Smolder and this team over the last 3 years. 2+ years now, I should say. Back-to-back playoff appearances for this General team. Back-to-back playoff wins, as a matter of fact. As Pinkerton keeps it himself, gets into Wildcat territory across the 50, down to the 47.
Pinkerton's doing a good job of just plowing ahead, finding the hole there, and getting good yardage here in this drive.
3rd and 3 for the Generals now. Where they draw up here. He takes a look at the wristband after a play call in from the sideline. In the backfield now is Landon Hill. He'll line up behind Pinkerton. Pinkerton turns, hands to Hill off the left guard, and he is going to be spun backward, but I think his forward progress should get him enough for the first down. Based off of where they're spotting it on both sides, yes, they are going to give him the first. Got that forward momentum, and then the defense slung him backward. Second first down of the drive for the Generals. We're less than a minute remaining in this opening quarter. Still scoreless between Winfield and Logan. And now a timeout requested by Winfield, their second of this opening quarter already. Just 44 seconds to go in the scoreless first quarter. We'll step aside for a short break and then bring you right back here to Winfield for more high school football action. Excuse me. Correction, we're actually going to keep you here. I guess they're not taking a timeout. Apologies for the false start there.
I don't know if it was a mistaken call or what, but heading back out there.
Yeah, we're back ready to go. 44 seconds left to go in the opening quarter of play. Generals set to go 1st and 10 here from the Wildcat 45. Pinkerton will line up, and then we'll check back over to the sideline. 10 seconds on the play clock. Pinkerton drops back, throws down the near side. Pass is caught, and then a nice spin move there. Caught by Brock Graziani, and Graziani has the first down and then some. Down into the red zone, stopped just shy of the 15. What a nice play design there for the Generals. A quick 2-step drop from Pinkerton, hits his target there, the tight end Brock Graziani, and the junior has his first reception of the season, and it's a big first down gain. Down to the 16-yard line. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter. When we come back for quarter number 2, a fresh 12 minutes up on the scoreboard in a scoreless affair between Winfield and Logan. But when we return, it'll be 1st and 10 from the 16 for Winfield. We're back with more right after this on High School Game Day.
If you are struggling with a disability from coal mining or another cause, you need an attorney with special knowledge of what you're going through. Very few law firms have the national reputation and focus on Social Security, disability, and federal black loan claims that our firm does. Our attorneys have over 200 years of combined experience securing benefits for those who have suffered injury or disease from the job. We believe that everyone with a disabling condition deserves benefits. Give us a call and we will determine which program is the right one for you.
If you need a lawyer, then you need a lawyer who's in it to win it. You need Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler. We have a track record of winning millions for our clients. At Hill, Peterson, Carper, B. & Ditzler, we're in it to win it.
Taking a look at the field here at Winfield High School as they honor Ted Kester, retiring his number 40 jersey tonight, the 1985 Kennedy winner. Went on to play linebacker at West Virginia University. You see him there out on the field as they hold his jersey up, retiring it. And he is Coach Smolder's cousin, but definitely deserved for his jersey retirement and part of the inaugural Winfield Football Hall of Fame class. Again, went on to play linebacker at WVU, so no Winfield General will wear number 40 for quite some time, I'm sure, until they run out of numbers. So eventually, if they retire too many, and they got to circle back over. A great recognition for Mr. Kester. So we get ready to start the second quarter of action between Winfield and Logan in this homecoming matchup for the Generals. Scoreless first quarter. We return to action with 1st and 10 for the Generals from the Wildcats 16. Pinkerton lines up in the shotgun. We'll have Hill standing to his right. Wing back to either side. Pinkerton takes the high snap, pulls it down, going to take off the right side, and he's going to go into the end zone untouched from 16 yards out. Touchdown, Generals. But there's a flag. This one could be coming back as well. That'd be the second touchdown on this end of the field, wiped off already in the first half. Logan had one earlier, wiped off by a penalty, and then ultimately turned it over. And then the Generals here with a penalty as well that will negate a touchdown. Holding call against the Generals. Again, that will negate the touchdown.
Yeah, that's rough there. Such a seemingly good play by Pinkerton to hit that hole and miss a linebacker, hit the end zone, but now he's got to try to do something like that again. Especially when the hold was so far downfield.
First down for the Generals.
1st and 7, it looks like.
Yeah. Pistol set. Pinkerton hands off to the back. Boggs trying to spin out of a tackle. Defender's able to grab his jersey and hang on just long enough. And on the stop there was Gavin Abraham. That'll set up the Generals 2nd and short now after a 5-yard run. Generals inside the 10. Snap is high over Pinkerton's head, going to chase it down, able to get to it, and he's going to have to take the sack in the mud puddle and everything. Coming up with the sack is Kieran Tolliver, the senior linebacker. As he drops Pinkerton in the mud, they're officially going to mark him down back at the 27.
That shotgun snap kind of felt like a ticking time bomb for Winfield. Several times, as you mentioned, Pinkerton having to pull down high snaps, and following one was high enough that he couldn't pull it down.
Well, now I think Pinkerton might need a towel to just wipe all that water off of him.
Yeah, overall, not really that muddy of a field.
After the rainstorms that we had come through the area earlier today, this field looks tremendously good. You don't even notice the standing water until you're in it. Throw across the middle, just outside the outstretched hands of the wide receiver, Aiden Martinez. That'll set up 4th and long, and the Generals going to go for it once again. 0 for 2 on 4th down already tonight. Can they convert it for the first time here to start the second quarter on the opening drive of the second?
By and large, they aren't reckless 4th down guys. I mean, this from the 28 or 27-yard line. You know, a football team at any level will probably go for it right here.